Good morning, everybody. It is 4:30 in the morning and it's 63 degrees, which is perfect for me. This is the first early morning hike or training. It's not a hike. This is the first early morning walk I've had in a little while since I actually did my training. An update on my feet. I ordered 15 pairs of shoes to try and meet the criteria that my physical therapists have for me and that my feet require, and I've gotten them down to 3. Working through 15 pairs of shoes was a little bit of a challenge, and I had to remind myself during that time that every day you get up, you can decide what kind of mood you're going to be in that day. You have the ability to decide you're going to have a good day and everything's okay, or you can decide that you're going to be grouchy. And I had to have a couple of little talks with myself because all I want to do is hike. I don't want to have to mess with all these shoes and trying to figure out what works and trying to get back in shape and trying to figure out my feet. But that's the situation I'm in, and so I'm just deciding to be grateful that I can walk and make the best out of the situation. I hope to hear the barred owls when I get over to the park, and that will be awesome. Day before yesterday, I did my hike at 11 o'clock in the morning, and it was 82 degrees, and I thought, well, that should be okay. That was a big... Oh, I'm looking at 6 set of eyes looking at me. There's a bunch of deer that are bedded down in my neighbor's yard. That's pretty awesome. Wow. So when I went to the park to train a couple of days ago, I was walking around and I got to my favorite big tree, and if y'all have followed me since my pre-hike videos, you'll know my favorite tree. I got there and there was a family of 5 deer. 11 o'clock. Thought that was kind of unusual. That was awesome. And then, oh, more deer. There's a lot of deer out this morning. And then I came around a bend in the park, and I thought, wow, that is a very unusual stick branch. I haven't seen one like that in a long time. And it was a kind of a crooky letter I stick. I got closer to it, and it was a rat snake that was across the trail, and it was kinked up because it had been frightened about something. It wasn't me. That happened before me, but it was about 4.5 feet long. It was beautiful. I'm going to turn this off for a little bit until I can get over to the park, and I'll turn it back on when it gets a little bit lighter. I don't know what it's like in the north right now, but in the south, snakes are still pretty prolific, and you really have to pay attention when you're hiking in the dark, because at least where I live, copperheads really love to come out and just lay across the road. You think they're sticks, and they're not. So you have to really be vigilant that you're not going to step on one and wear a good headlamp. The weather this morning is outstanding. It is so cool, and there is a very stiff breeze. And all I can think of is Simon and Garfunkel this morning. Their song, Hello Darkness, My Old Friend. I think that's the name of it. I've missed training over here. When I was working, I used to get up at 3:15 in the morning, and I would go work out for 7 miles of power walking, running, come home, get ready, and be at my desk at 6 o'clock. I had an hour drive to work, so It was a pretty quick morning, but I always felt better when I work out before going to work. It was a chance for me to put everything into perspective and think about how my day was going to go and what needed to be accomplished. And I hadn't thought about that in a while because I'm retired now, but I've been thinking about that this morning, that this has given me a chance to, as it did before, clear my head and put things in perspective. That's a good thing. When I was talking a few minutes ago about having a choice of being grouchy or being grateful, I had to remind myself as well of those 3 things that I need to be grateful for every day. And once I did that, I realized, whatever I'm going through, as big as it is to me, there is somebody in this world going through something that's so much more serious and severe, and I'm very blessed, and I don't have anything to complain about. So, is everything going the way I want it to go? No, it's not. But because I was not able to walk whenever I came off trail, my doctor and both the physical therapists wanted me to sit and let my feet recuperate. Sitting's not really my style. I'm pretty active. And I'm finding that with coming back out and walking and starting to try and train again, that my lower back is bothering me. And the reason for that is because, when you sit and you do nothing, you start to lose your core strength, and clearly that's occurred. So that just means a lot more training. I didn't have this when I was on the trail. What a bummer. Oh well. I've just completed one loop, so that's 3.5 miles, and I have to say I'm a little disappointed. My Bardels have not greeted me. Oh, poor me. Today's walk is 5 miles, and I'm not going to lie to you, this is a challenge for me. My feet are still not 100%. My lower back doesn't feel great. My plantar fasiitis is not really bothering me at all. The Achilles tendonitis, man, that just does not want to let go. It is much better, but it still has some healing to go. And that peroneal tendonitis, I guess it's decided it's just not going away. So I've had to resolve that when I hike, or just to live every day, I'm going to have that. I hope it's not for the rest of my life, but who knows? These things take a long, long time to heal. And when I originally went to the orthopedist, they had said it would be a year. Well, it's been 4 months, and that's plenty long for me. I'm determined I need to get back out. I was able to get just a little bit of sunrise this morning. I'm sorry it wasn't the full-fledged thing. So these shoes, the situation with these shoes, you go into REI or any other outfitter and they have 2 or 3 types that you can try on, but they may not have them in wide, they may not have them in the right size. And so I just ordered all of them online in men's, women's, wides, regulars, in every size I could think of, thus the 15 pairs of shoes. I literally ordered 15 pairs of shoes, I'm not kidding. One morning, I spent the entire morning trying them on, walking around the house. It was like Goldilocks. It's too hot, it's too cold, it's just right. It was funny. I've gotten it down to 3 pairs, and 2 of them are Kings, and 1 is Merrill. And, well, actually 4 pairs. And then the other is a pair of Hoka Speed Goats, which I already had, that are very comfortable to me, that have good lugs on the bottom. But my physical therapists are determined that I am not going to wear those shoes. And we'll just have to see. I'm going to have to wear what works and just go from there. So that's the update on my shoe situation. Whenever I figure out what shoe I'm finally going to use, I'll share that with you and let you all know. So I'm going to close, but I want to say thank you for being with me today. Thank you for walking with me. Y'all have a wonderful day. Take good care, and I'll see you in my next video.